right, people, we're back. Welcome to uCast Talks Report, a podcast where we talk about the latest trends shaping the world of streaming. Today, we're gonna be diving into another major trend that's changing the way we experience content. We're gonna be talking about the social connectivity in OTT. Of course, people are no longer just watching content alone. The digital platforms support all kinds of interactions. So people are interacting, they are engaging, they are sharing their favorite moments with friends and loved ones. And they can do this no matter where they are in the world. So the question is, how is this going to develop? Where are we today? And where is everything headed, right? So let's dive into this. Of course, the social connectivity in OTT is not just a buzzword anymore. That's the way most people consume content. And the OTT platforms, the service providers, have to support this by providing features that allow this kind of interaction. People want to interact in real time, they want to connect. Users want to even influence the content itself. Not just search, not just discovery of the content, but also actually influence the content that they are getting in real time. That's coming, that's not here, but just to be aware of that. So I would like to remind you again that we recently published an article on our blog section which covers all the major trends in OTT in 2025. So let me just show you where, if you're interested, where you can get this. So just go to our website, and on our website you go to the Knowledge Center, the blog section, and just find this article. It should be somewhere on the top, at least for a while. So go to this article. This is it. This is it's a general article which is updated yearly, and we have now the 2025 update. And what I'm doing in this uCast Talks shows, I'm going over these trends in OTT technology, which are listed at the end. They are quite factual, but I'm expanding these, some of the topics, right? So, of course, if you just want the facts, go read this. If you have some more time, if you're interested more, of course, feel free to follow our podcast and also, of course, engage in discussion. So, in this guide, we mentioned that of course, social viewing experience will continue to expand, which is true, I believe. But I would also add that viewing experience will expand with features like watch parties, live interactions, some sort of integrated messaging that's integrated into the video service itself. And this is not just going to be some sort of add-on, some sort of special feature. It will more and more become mainstream, something that viewers just expect as a basic feature. So let's see, but where we are today, that's the important thing too when we want to assess the situation. So what are the major players doing? Today we're already seeing this being played out. For example, Amazon Prime Video has something called Watch Party, where subscribers can synchronize their playback so they can actually watch in sync together and, of course, interact while watching. Disney Plus has a similar feature. It's called Group Watch. Again, the viewers can synchronize their viewing experience, but they can also exchange, I think at the moment it's just emojis. Maybe there's more, but I think definitely they can exchange emojis while watching some content. Even you can say that platforms like YouTube address this requirement, this need, with a feature like live chat and even super chat, which allows interaction between viewers, but also between viewers and content creators. So this trend is on the rise. The major players are addressing it. Of course, even second, third tier players will or are already addressing this requirement. What are the drivers? It's always interesting to see. And I think there are three major drivers. The first one is, again, the psychology, is the social nature of a person, of us. We want to watch certain content with our friends, with our loved ones. We want to exchange these experiences and ideas. This could be sports, this could be some live concert, even movies. So even though the technology has evolved, the habits have remained the same. So it's just like 70 years ago, where people gathered around TV sets in living rooms just to exchange the experience. Now we can do this the same, but of course we don't have to be physically present on the same location. The technology allows the same experience, but in a different physical setup. The second one is the technology is there, right? So of course internet is getting faster, better. We can provide more bandwidth to the end user, not just the bandwidth, also the latency, because we're talking about real-time interactions. But also the cloud architectures today are this origin edge hybrid architectures, which actually bring content very close to the consumers. So all this low latency, high bandwidth setups are really actually possible and working. It just means that viewing is really seamless. It really brings this almost like physical real-time experience. And the third one, the third driver, I think, is the AI. It's not just recommendation engines, not just recommending what I want to watch, but also recommending who do I want to watch with. And this just creates more engagement, more interests, and more connections, right? So according to reports, this is just going to expand. We're going to see more adoption of these kind of features by platforms, but also by viewers. Platforms will want this because this just boosts retention and engagement. In fact, there are some platforms now experimenting with spatial video chat. Spatial meaning that viewers can actually watch each other while they're watching the content, right? So it's like a conferencing concept. So we join some sort of room, we can see each other, but of course we entered this room to watch certain content together. So in my opinion, what does this mean for the future of OTT? Well, social connectivity, I think, is no longer optional. OTT providers have to see this as an essential feature to boost the user engagement. So, and while now we have these fairly simple concepts, just exchanging some texts, emojis and stuff, but expect to see this grow and develop further. For example, we may see in the future something like a co-watching in virtual reality. Imagine having some headsets so that we can all enter a certain, I don't know, cinema environment or living room environment and immerse ourselves even more into this social viewing experience. And what if we invite into this social experience not just the humans, but also AI agents, for example, right? So even this is coming, where I want to have an experience, my friends are busy, I want this now. Oh, no problem, I can invite 1, 2 dozens of AIs that will watch a certain content with me and then talk about it, exchange ideas. So just something to think about. I would like to give some practical ideas for OTT operators. So what can OTT operators do? Here are 2 ideas. Let's address a simple and quick to implement one, and another one a little bit more advanced for those who want to bring this further. The first one I would call a quick win. It's just implement some social sharing features, some engagement features, where I add a certain feature onto my platform so that users can recommend shows to other viewers. They can leave comments. They can react to what they are currently watching. Just imagine some sort of button on your platforms where I can watch and exchange ideas with friends, some sort of functionality, right? And this will, of course, drive connection, drive engagement, basically make your service one step stickier, right? More appealing. The second one, a more advanced one, would be just to implement a fully integrated like watch party with live chat. So where people can enter some sort of virtual room at a certain time and they can watch the same content, comment on it, maybe even have a live chat. Definitely you should have at least texting and emojis, but if you can support something like voice chat or a video chat, that would be a quite advanced feature today. And yeah, this brings us to the end of this podcast. As a final word, of course, watch closely these developments. Also, people and my colleagues here at UniqCast, we are watching this. We are aware that that the entertainment today is not just about video and watching, it's also about connections. And yeah, thanks for turning into uCast Talks. If you found this episode insightful, don't forget to subscribe, follow, share this with your fellow industry professionals. We are interested to hear from you and engage in conversation. Until next time, keep innovating and, of course, more importantly, keep streaming. Take care and bye-bye.